Yo, everybody, it's Heat Override, and I'm ready to bring the pain for you 2 days in a row. Check that. That's what it's all about. We had a great time last night, me and Crissi Rae, explaining, talking about the crazy things. And then we got off the air, and everything went crazy here. But we're not here to talk about that today. We're actually here to talk about one of the guys I listened to growing up. It was a big influence on me, and that's Bobby Brown. A lot of people know that. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't care about Bobby Brown, but I do, because these songs remind me of growing up and all through my teens. So let's get to it. Ooh, yeah.
Splashes of light in the nighttime moving. Splashes of light in.
Ow! Dance. Yeah, that's best known. That's best known for Bobby Brown right there, and that's what it was. That's what this episode is about. So I want to do a little bit of what happened last night. So when we got off the air last night, people got crazy around here. All's done now. It's the next day. Unfortunately, a lot of businesses lost their glass, so that sucks. But we're here to be positive. And this is the positivity that I am talking about with all of you. When Crissi Rae's on, when Mini Override is on, we're just trying to make things so much better for everybody. So I really wanted to get a tops list done this week, and these are going to be my top 10 Bobby Brown songs of all time. There's a lot of other songs I'm going to mention as well. And you got to remember, when I was about 10 years old, that's when, Bobby Brown, Don't Be Cruel was out. Of course, King of Stage was already out, and he had already split from New Edition. Honestly, how I stumbled across Bobby Brown was because it was Ghostbusters 2. Now, I did know Bobby Brown and all the My Prerogative, of course, because, when I was growing up, that was a big thing. That was a big, big thing for us, was My Prerogative. So I remember being in the school the whole time, and everybody walking around like, it's my prerogative, People get,
What?
do what I want to do, it's my prerogative. So, that being said,
Brother!
Bobby Brown, I really wanted to, know more about him. And at this time, I had been into hair metal, I was into Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, Twisted Sister, a lot of pop music, because, back in the day, this station was called Jet 102. That was, typically your top 40. So, I was waking up to Wham! And so many other great bands, Metallica, Cyndi Lauper. There's so many singers to choose from. And me being who I am, Heat Override, always trying to be, myself, I just wanted to find somebody who was, just crazy, hit me in a good way, and, and sounded good in the system, because, I got a little home system, saved up a little money, paid on a layaway back in the day, because, we had layaways, we didn't have credit cards all the time, especially for, a kid like me. So,
Bring the pain!
That being said, it was right around, 10th birthday, and my Aunt Jackie was like, hey, now this is for my mom and my dad. They say, hey, let's go up to Kmart, Grandview Kmart, East Grandview. I was like, all right, let's go. So we went up there, and it was she was like, I need you to buy a birthday present for my daughter Janelle. That's my cousin, all right? So I'm like, yeah, I'll help you out. And she's like, well, what's popular right now? And I was like, oh, man, what's popular right now is Milli Vanilli.
What?
I said Milli Vanilli.
What? Brother!
Oh, yeah. So, it was I was like, Milli Vanilli and Bobby Brown. And at the time, Didn't You Know It was pretty much a remix album to Don't Be Cruel. And that was the album that, had On Our Own on it. And the thing is about Didn't You Know It, up until I got Don't Be Cruel, I was used to the remixed versions, so all these different raps that he would do. So then when I would hear other versions of a few of the songs we'll get to, the radio edit wouldn't always have the rap. And that's like the best part. So, like Crissi Rae knows if there's no rap there, I rap it. Like literally rap it. And that's how I am.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. So I picked out this cassette alarm clock. So it was like the coolest thing, and I actually had it forever until it finally died. Buttons broke, everything. I used to put like, sounds of the winds, sounds of the rainforest back in this thing when I would go to sleep, and that shit would play back to forth.
What?
Forth to back.
What?
Side to side.
What?
Always going to the top. Ooh yeah. Sleeping with the wind. Yeah.
Brother.
So that okay. Alright. So I said, it's a cassette alarm player and it had tape. And I was like, and it was, they had it on display and it was loud. So I was like, yeah, get that. Get Bobby Brown, Didn't You Know It, and get Milli Vanilli, their album. So she does, right? I go home. The next thing you know, I'm having a birthday party. Oh, this is great. Guess what I unwrap? Yep. Milli Vanilli. Because, girl, it's true. And Bobby Brown. I was so happy. I went, and I'm not going to go check, but I'm pretty sure On Our Own kind of like starts the second side. Could be wrong about that. And, sorry, had to get a drink.
What?
A little thirsty, yeah. And so I unwrapped it, and I was like, all right, got right to it. And it was Bobby Brown On Our Own right away. That was it. That's it. And really, this allowed me, because I'm pretty sure like every little step was 5 right before that. And so, like, I would just flip the tape back and forth. You remember doing that? Like, you had the reverse, and you just, right? And just go back, and you play the song. You'd be like, I'll just rewind that a little bit. And, this thing actually had a recorder, too. So, but we're not going to get into that. So, it just made my time. It took me out of, like, kind of when hair metal was kind of going into, like, heavy metal was kind of coming in, and a lot of my other friends had, met other people. Now, all of a sudden in our lives, we had a bunch of, like, heavy metal friends. So it was kind of cool, like, all of them kind of went with their ways and had their own bands. And honestly, to tell you the truth, that's why Rob Zombie's one of my favorite singers, because, like, everybody had their singer. So I was the White Zombie dude. Dracula! So, yeah, it was just, like, so awesome. And then when, you had that not National Record Mart, but you had, Columbia House, they sent me this thing, right? So let's get some CDs. Well, I had a CD player by now, and, a little system. And I got the Milli Vanilli CD, and I got Bobby Brown Bobby, and I got a whole bunch of Bobby Brown CDs. Some that I still have to this day.
Hell yeah!
So, it just got to the point where it was like, at this point, yes, this is about when Whitney Houston and him started dating and getting married and been in the news a lot. So I'm not going to talk about that. If you want to go and talk about Bobby Brown in a negative way and kind of whatever your views of his music is, either just know that, like, word for word, it stacks up like almost close to Lionel. Lionel's another, like, that's just Lionel. And for me at this time, too, you got to understand, like, yeah, Boyz II Men were out, but they were singing about breakup to makeup songs. And for me, that just wasn't it. And we're going to get to the Bobby CD. But it was right now was Dance You Know It and Don't Be Cruel. And it was my prerogative. It was Don't Be Cruel. There was Roni. And then I went back and I got King of Stage. And, and that introduced me to Girl Next Door and Girlfriend. And, and I was just thinking, like, when Bobby would sing, regardless if you think his voice, it hit me. And I just always loved his beats, and his beats so simple and, like, right into it. It just touched me. I liked, when we get to the list, there's a couple songs. I just really could, I'm having that feeling, man, that when you're growing up in the music, what it means so much to you. And that's what he did. He did for me. And yes, right after all this Bobby Brown stuff, yeah, I got into Spice One. And then, from there, with a lot of DJ Magic Mike, I just got into like EDM and techno. So this is kind of where it went. But Bobby Brown was doing this, as well as Rob Zombie throwing in industrial sounding, like super sexy swinging sounds, remixed to Astro Creep 2000.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, look at that. But there was Bobby. I was always used to remixes, so my mind's always like that. So anyway, to get back to it, it was like, all right, Bobby Brown, this is it. And I discovered so many more. And, when people were listening to, like on Bended Knee and all that stuff, I was listening to Rocky still. I was still listening to, that's why so many of Bobby's CDs are so deep at the beginning of his career, even through to the Forever CD that a lot of people didn't really, know about. But I did. I got the Forever CD, and I have some songs that I really love on that Forever CD. It's really good. So, that being said, you look at it this way. With Bobby Brown, it was about, the New Edition. It also linked me to want to go listen and buy New Edition CDs. So, and then right around this time, that's when New Edition Home Again came out. How can you, if you just stay within just the New Edition, you have such great music. And that's what I think. That's why I think between like Lionel Richie and, a lot of other like R&B singers and things like that, when it comes to Bobby Brown, he provided that dance, the New Jack Swing. That's what it was called. And he was suave. I remember looking at the Bobby Brown Bobby CD and just saying like, damn, I just want to pimp that, shit like that. And when Bobby Brown had that high-low fade, and he was dancing around. He was doing his thing. He was on top of the world. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, Bobby Brown. Yeah, dig it? So, that's what it is. And what he means to me now is it's still that music that no matter every time it comes on, it's the best. When I go to Clifton Hill next time and I can sing at the karaoke bar, I really want to sing Black Diamond by Kiss, but I think it might be Every Little Step by Bobby Brown. I mean, you'll see. So that's it. It's still, you can stay within it. And even though he came out with Masterpiece later, it was a whole different kind of Bobby Brown that was nice and good, but it's never going to break what I grew up to and what I still listen to. And that's what it is. And originally, me and Crissi Rae did this episode as a top 25, just as a goal, because what he meant to me, I just was going 25 up on him. And what happened was I somehow hit the microphone button and it recorded only the hell yeahs and the background music, the whole episode. It literally... And it was at that time the longest episode. It went over 60 minutes. So it was crazy. And she was really good because, Bobby Brown allowed me to attract Crissi Rae. Bobby Brown taught me growing up that to be sweet to a woman, when we get to the songs, we'll talk about it. So let's do some honorable mentions real quick. I want to talk because, I mentioned Girlfriend, but, there was this song, Feeling Inside, had a video, and I want to mention these other songs too because, again, these videos and then the CD. So, She's All That I Need, he sang with Something in Common with Whitney Houston, off the Forever CD, My Place. Would you get out of place for you and me to get together at my place? I can't sing.
What?
But you get it. Just you and me. See what I'm saying? Bobby Brown. And like Pretty Little Girl, man. Pretty Little Girl's good. And in real kind of smooth, kind of like slow kind of way, Storm Away. And if you get some of the remixes with Storm Away, like remixes in the key of B, which is, of course, the remixes to Bobby Brown Bobby. See how I like that? You see what? Like Spice One just putting out good music. Bobby Brown doing a remix album. Rob Zombie going remix albums. Like, I had a lot of great... Magic Mike being Magic Mike, DJ Magic Mike, let's go. Feel the bass. Do, 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 do. It was all, that's why 93, 94 is like literally just the best music era ever. But even you can go back and get 92, 91, because of course, you had the Bobby CD in that era, and you had some other good CDs too. Lionel was putting out so many good CD songs still at that point. So, off the Forever CD, he had this song called It's Still My Thing, which was kind of like an update to My Prerogative, but he was like, it's still my thing, and all that cool stuff. And you can't forget about Don't Be Cruel. Like, I put a toast up, you ain't even close. It's like, Bobby Brown is cool, and that's when he was kind of like distant, but that's how, like, when I'm mad, I'll just play Don't Be Cruel, because, I don't want that attitude. Another one I used to love is Girl Next Door. This is like all that preteen, young teens crush. You just never can really get up enough words to actually go talk to a girl that you actually like. Again, I hit on Crissi Rae back in high school, and she brought this up to me, and I remembered it because it was really, I never really hit on anybody in school because everybody always tried to dog me for my video game skills.
Hell yeah!
I know who you is. You know who is. But anyway, yeah, so, you can't really say it up. So a lot of my songs, like, when I liked somebody back then, I expressed myself through Bobby Brown. And a lot of people didn't care, but Crissi Rae did, so that's why she married me. She's a sweet little girl. Hell yeah. Ooh yeah, Cutie Rae. The next song off the Forever, Heart and Soul. It's kind of just a regular, cool ass song, but it has a really cool little drag tone kind of beat. It's like do 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 do, and it's just really simple. And he comes in and he sings it out, and it's cool. And the words, again, these songs. If you go listen to these songs, you'll understand. I don't have to play them. I could, but that would just leg it up. Till the End of Time. Oh man, off the Bobby CD. I mean, Till the End of Time. It's such it's magical. It's a magical song. It's just like cool little beat to it, and like this is why the Bobby Brown Bobby CD is a perfect CD. I'm not lying to you. Seriously, Bobby Brown Bobby is a perfect CD. Every one of those damn songs are fucking amazing, and
what?
I said fucking amazing. It was you can't do it. It was just so much. And then, let's go give it up back to the Forever CD. It was kind of just one of those things where he was kind of like talking shit, his dude's checking his girl out, just give it up. But, you got that two can play that game. And that again, another video, Bobby CD, and how it was just so good. And then, Baby, I Want to Tell You Something. With that said, like, baby, I want to tell you something. I'm the one you need to rock. You want to do something. For you, my heart bleeds to rock. Baby, I want to tell you something. The way I feel in my suit. Rock. Baby, I want to tell you something. Let's let the love begin. The first time it's curiosity. The second is formality. They say the look in your eyes.
What?
Bobby Brown. You can see it. Just an amazing thing. Them young years, man. Young years. A lot of good times with a lot of my friends, too. That's the best. Number 10. Humping Around. The Bobby CD again. You got it just came right out. And then he had a dance to it. And then, it's always about like, sometimes relationships you just got to check somebody, and it may not be the best song, it may not be people's number 10, but holy shit, when this song came on the fucking radio at that point, with that video, oh dude, oh, ain't nobody around.
Hell yeah!
Number 9. Only tenderonis can give the special love. Special kind of love that makes you feel good inside. Get it? And if Aloni is the one that is right for you, make it official. Just give me your love. My heart, you know it? Tenderoni, she's my only love.
Bring the pain!
This is my soft side. Really, it is. Because this is, like I said, this is what really separated me from, I guess, the guys that made me cool for my wife to become my wife. And it was this Bobby Brown and Lionel. Lionel. That's how we do, Bobby Brown. All right. But Roni, a lot of people love Roni. It's just, you can't beat and it's so simple. And the video is just, yeah, it was crazy. But number 8, that's the way love is. The Bobby CD. The way he just says that and the way he just comes off. And the rap is so freaking crazy. Like, that's the way love is, really is. That's the way love is. In the chorus, it can make you cry. It really hits you. But that's the way love is. And number 7, it's my prerogative. And I'm going to do what I want to do. It's my prerogative. Tell me why. I mean, when this song comes on, man, I'm straight boss. Like, this is Bobby Brown at his baddest.
Hell
Bobby
yeah!
Brown. It's like he's just the best. He's on top of the mountain. He is the man right now. It is his prerogative, and peers were running around. My boy Dewan, my boy Dave, my other boy Dave. You know, everybody, even my boy Stroop, and they're like, even the headbanger people, man, they hated it. But you know what? It was my prerogative. Because it just needed like that whole edge. And that was New Jack Swing to it's one of its really bestness. Because I think, yes, I said bestness.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, this whole thing, really, it was, you can't get that. And even today, man, fuck Eat My Shorts and Bart Simpson. It's my prerogative. That's the fuck you song. That's the what you gotta do. Ooh yeah. Now here's another song. And this one is off of the Forever CD. And it's actually the title song, Forever.
What?
I said forever while I took a slip. Alright. Forever. It's so slow. And it's like, and it just starts out, it goes, my love, you're the only one that I live for. Finally found someone I die for. Endlessly forever, girl, I adore. See what I'm saying? How can you do that? That's just dude talking to a girl, man. The way every man in this world should always talk to their lady. And that's what Bobby Brown is. That's what he reminds me. That's what he does for me now. He always completes me, always reminds me that I gotta be that sweet guy, I gotta be that dude, from Miss Crissi Rae, while she in the other room right now, live on her Bling You Crazy page. So we're doing a double. This is a double live. Oh yeah.
Bring the pain!
And Bling You Crazy. Go check that. So, that's just good. Now, let's get to it. My 5, you guys know I'm the 5 king, the number 5 alive, Heat Override. Right? Check it. Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. 5. On Our Own. Ghostbuster 2 soundtrack. We're talking Dance You Know It. This song is just awesome. I can't even say this song got it for me with Bobby Brown. It was one of my hugest introductions to him ever. It connected on me on so many ways. And, the mention of Vigo in the chorus, the way it was put together, the way the video, he was on, the billboards, and he was on the sides of the buildings, and they used scenes from the movie, and worked it in, and, And really about life, you got to make it on your own. And that's what it's about. It's on our own. And that's why it meant to me everything. It got me into Bobby Brown, and it is the best. Now, number 4. Oh, man, the Bobby CD. Gotta get away. Yeah. Yo, those camos he was wearing, and the rap he spits, and just get away, man. To me, get away is good for everybody. Like right now, like during Corona Mania, like it's not, you want to get away but you can't. So sometimes like a book or a podcast or just talking, like you guys understand, like sometimes just talking out, like this episode, it's me just airing that, what Bobby Brown meant to me. Doesn't matter what you feel about him, if you didn't like him or nothing. It's an influence in my life.
Hell yeah!
That's what it is. You get to know your boy Heat Override. Ooh, yeah. You'll know a little bit of the things, yeah. And Get Away just was more of that badassness. Same CD. Number 3. If it ain't good enough, baby. Yeah, this is, my teen years. I work harder. I keep pumping every minute, girl. And baby, I'll do you what do you, baby. And I will not stop till I know you're hot. If I touch your body to mine, would you touch mine? And he comes right in. Let me touch you, baby, right here. Like the whole way, and even when he goes like, I want to taste your wine. He's like, like what? I was a teenager, like in my adolescence. But you know what? It was different. A lot of people weren't listening to that. Again, Bobby Brown, Bobby CD, Gold CD. It's the best CD. It's a perfect CD. I will argue every fucking song on this CD. It's fucking amazing. I will do a whole. I will do a whole episode of Bring the Pain on just the Bobby CD. I swear to God I will, because it literally is just that amazing. And that I will provide a little bit of music. Ooh yeah. But let's get to number 2. You get that call, and this is all me. And it goes, Bobby, I missed the flight. It's delayed. That's okay, thickness. When he goes thickness, what? What? I got what?
Brother!
What? Thickness. And when he comes in, there's that fire. And it's like, dude, and he has this verse, like, so Crissi Rae, she, call her cutie and stuff like that. She used to have this little cutie pie screen name thing. And, he comes right off, doo-doo-doo. When he goes, 'cause cutie, you turn me on. I like to run my fingers through your hair. You see what I'm saying? That's why I spend all night with you. I want to rock with you, lady. Even the remix, too. And in the remix, he says, turn Bobby on. And again, rock with you. Why it's my number 2, man. It's so sweet. It's about setting the mood to be sweet to your girl. But also that, like, you're sitting there. It's all about the girl. It's about speaking of the girl again. Your wife. Your number 1 woman. The lady. The person who brought your beautiful children into the world. Like, you're that girl in the next room doing a live video. Making my heart flutter for her. But number 1. Every little step. It's perfect. Perfect song. Can't sleep at night. I toss and turn. Listen for the telephone. And when I get your call, I'm all choked up. Can't believe you called my home. And as a matter of fact, it blows my mind. You would even talk to me. We all been in that position. 'Cause a girl like you is a dream come true. A real life fantasy. No matter what your friends try to tell you wrong. We'll always be together in any kind of weather. It's like that. Girl. Oh, man. Best song. Best song. Best song. Literally. Like, one of the most influential songs in my entire life is Every Little Step. It lets you know that not even with, like, thinking towards, like, you know, girl, you could, like, your life, every little step you make, you get closer to your goals, you get closer to the things you want to do. Right now, at my stage, I'm so close to paying my house off. It's number one thing, because I feel that when I pay my house off and all the, you know, roof work, that everything's done, I'm getting into that, like, gate stage of my life. This is why this is perfect. This podcast has been great. You know, sometimes it can be crazy and we throw it back, but that's why we bring the pain. But sometimes I want to do a top list, and Bobby Brown deserves one. And Every Little Step deserves to be the number one song, if not up in the top 3 for sure, because it's about the words. Even the rap, man. The rap, man. Uncle Sam. Baby. Now SDC. And when I'm on the mic, you gotta see me. Like, what? Combined on our own in Every Little Step. And my prerogative. You gotta say that Bobby Brown really owned it. I don't care if, you know, the New Edition hate for him. I don't care about it. I don't really care. Because Bobby Brown put out great music during these years, and that's probably why they were jelly. Because, you know what? Poison didn't, you know, rock it like it's trying to sock it. So, that's how it is. And that's my number ones. Is Every Little Step. I'll go back over. 10, Humping Around. 9, Roni. 8, That's the Way Love Is. 7, It's My Prerogative, baby. 6, Forever. 5, On Our Own. 4, Getaway. 3, Good Enough. 2, Rock With You. And 1, Every Little Step.
Oh, yeah!
Now, that being said, now it's time to do things that make me a jerk. Oh, yeah. How can you have such, like, almost cry on you? I can maybe some of you felt like this is really me when I talk Bobby Brown. I mean this. I sing this. You can go. Crissi Rae's got me singing these songs all the time on her YouTube. So, you know, we're gonna go post them. But check this out. I read Bobby Brown all day. I don't care to hear your story. Yes, I'll be a jerk. Fuck your story. I don't care. I understand that maybe he didn't have the best marriage. Not everybody has a perfect marriage. It's what you do to make it work great. And it's the things you do. The trend-setting things. The end game. The trips to Canada. Clifton Hill. Singing on Clifton Hill with my wife. Kiss. Singing Kiss. Singing Crazy, Crazy Nights. And number 2, I'm not the jerk. You are. You are. Just listen to the music. And if you want to take it all out and you don't respect him, look at the words. Read the words. Are those not what you want to say to somebody? To tell them how you love them or how you might feel? Maybe it just doesn't hit you. It hits me. Number 3, Bobby Brown is the best. Ow! That's what he is. Everything I do in life, when I go, like, you get the whole wrestling, woo, but, like, a lot of things that Bobby Brown says, I do. Dance. So, his music was my teen years. His music defined me as a boy growing up into a teenager, into a man. Because all those years, I was still able to listen to Bobby Brown. It kept me level-headed enough and put me in the right opportunity to present them and to share them on late night drives with Miss Crissi Rae. She will tell you, you know, she remembers just me picking her up and driving all night long. 5 hours back when gas was 99 cents, you know, $1.19. I didn't care. I just wanted to spend every one of my moments with her because she was amazing. And she thought that Bobby Brown was cool and me listening to Bobby Brown was cute. And I still to this day, like, she has a video, like, I don't know what she put out. She just, like, says, I like to keep things myself. because sometimes, I'm crazy and I do my macho man things and all that stuff. Sometimes she keeps that to herself because that's the way love is. It can make you cry. It can make you happy. It can make you smile. It can make you depressed. It can make you excited. It can make you try new things. It can make you go on Canadian wilderness trips for no apparent reason through Niagara-on-Lake and up to St. Catharines. And yes, Coronamania took us out. Not us. Because we created a utopia. But during this time, we still found ourselves like we always would have. We danced the night away because I didn't have to work, and it just felt great to dance every night and be up all night and watch movies every day with her and just sleep, get up, sleep, just sleep in, and it was just an amazing experience with her. And maybe sometimes I got on Miss Crissi Rae's nerves, but then again, being around me is, because, I'm the pain bringer. Oh, yeah! But I do want to say, Bobby Brown, Every Little Step, she even raps it. She even raps Getaway. She loves Getaway. It's one of her favorite songs. And, I sing these songs to her all the time, constantly. But that's what music does. It brings people together. And in her, other than the wrestling and, her liking the Steelers and me liking the Rams, and a lot of our 80s, hair metal kind of, and, like Bon Jovi likes and things like that, and just, being a couple years older than her and having the same interest in life and just loving the shit out of Niagara Falls and seeing how beautiful it is and how close it is and how you can just make a trip out of nowhere, even to go eat Rock Burger. It reminds you that everything you do and everything you take, that's the way love is. I gotta keep saying it, and it's gotta be good enough if you're gonna walk with you, because life goes forever if you're a hero. We should always treat your Roni right. This is Heat Override. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 Bobby Brown songs. I know my other podcasts. Go check out my other podcasts. Go check out my Rob Zombie. Go check out my Spice One. That's me growing up. Just different parts of me. You get the crazy, you get the things, but it all ties in together. And guess what? My name's Rob. So is Bobby Brown. So is Robert Green, a.k.a. Spice One. So is Rob Zombie. Because when life is really about just living and having a great time, and you want a nice little smooth time with your girl, go put some Bobby Brown on. Do that little swing he does and rock with you. Maybe talk about forever. Maybe sing Every Little Step. But always know and always remember to bring the pain.
Seen all I want, all I need, I can't handle.